What is going on, everyone? Today's video we are going to be unboxing my second Stinger with this whole APC package that I got from Gridiron Studios. If you're not familiar with them, link below. Phenomenal small company that does 3D printing, unlike I've ever seen 3D printing before, which is why I dove so much into their products here. Especially spent a pretty penny, and we will discuss pricing to go along with this. In many ways it's not cheap. You're pretty much going to be spending more than the actual Stinger itself to go ahead and modify it to this glorious potential 6x6 that we have coming up here. Without further ado, let's get into the main piece here, the main big bad boy. This is indeed the APC piece. Now, APC add-on. Now, it already comes with some big mud tires that you have to go ahead and order some additional set if you want it to match the vehicle itself. Let's go ahead and discuss the feel of this particular product, because guys, you got to keep in mind this is not a giant third-party company like Ace. Can't think of his company all of a sudden, but I'll flash it up on the screen here. This is a much smaller company that is indeed 3D printing, but their 3D printing is really amazing. It obviously feels, you know, different. We'll get into that here in a second. But as far as just looks are concerned, when you add their add-ons, it really does look like it's coming directly from Hasbro in its own way. Obviously this is the first time I'm peeling off some stuff from any of their products because it's 3D printed. But the attention to detail that these guys do, by the way, is really, really phenomenal. So if I remember correctly, you just push up here to take this ramp. Give me a second here. There we go. And it gives you this nice ramp if you want to go ahead and have troops going in and out. There are some other accessories that come standard with this, and I'm going to unbox them, if you will, in a second, or I guess really just take them out of their packaging. Let's go ahead and close this for my first time. Bear with me. I don't want to break anything. There we go. Pretty sturdy. I mean, you know, you have to keep in mind this is a small little, from what I believe, a smaller shop that's just 3D printing. You know, most 3D printers are like a one-man band that does stuff on the weekends, and some of their stuff's okay. When I say some of their stuff, I'm not referring to Gridiron Studios, by the way. I think this is top tier when it comes to 3D printing, which does come at a price point, but their stuff is just so engineered so well, which is probably what I like the most. I haven't really looked on how to actually do any of this, but it's so many times when I actually put their stuff on, it just kind of works. I don't really have to look into how or why. But without further ado, guys, let's look into some other parts of this packaging here. Judge yourself. Everyone's got a different opinion. But these doors, this is going to look so great. If you haven't seen any pictures yet, you stay tuned for this, because this is going to look phenomenal. Now, they also went ahead and gave you a front windshield. So this is going to look like something out of the apocalypse, which they also gave you like this giant option to buy a like ram shovel looking thing. I don't know what the proper name is. I'll flash it up here, which I decided against that. I just thought it was a little too like if you have like a zombie thing going, that'd be pretty cool, but wasn't the look I was going for. But this is pretty cool. So on the front windshield. So let's go ahead. I'm not going to bore you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and get this thing out of its box. You're not going to have to deal with any of that. So it's just going to be a matter of snapping my fingers, and you guys are going to see, you know, the base Stinger that I'm going to use to complete the rest of this. Alright guys, let's do this. So all you really need is just, actually, just out of everything it comes with, you basically need this, and technically the roof, if you didn't get the roof piece, which I did get. It's just not in yet. So let's get this unwrapped. Not as satisfying as unwrapping Gridiron. I don't know why. Ta-da! Alright. And these doors are actually going to just easily come off, because I already know. So less is more in this case. Ta-da! So, the first thing I'm going to do is put the Gridiron wheels on. These nice beefy guys. a little bit of a trick I'm going to try. I did a similar trick in one video, and I realized that I think there's a better way to do it. So these things have the right look to them, just not the right feel. At the end of the day, they do move, by the way. There's a little piece in here that helps them move, but you're not going to be able to beat, you know, like an actual rubber tire. It's just going to have the right feel. This one's moving a lot better. So what I'm going to try to do is heat this part up to see how well I can get it to fit the axle on this Stinger here. So let's go ahead and get these to the side real quick. Make sure you grab your wife's blow dryer. This won't piss her off. She's on hot. There we go. Yeah, guys, that is a great trick, by the way, because I put these on the vamp, and that was a lot easier. So let's keep on moving. And it's going to be important to get these as flushed in much as you can for two reasons. They already stick out a little bit more than I would like them to. So if you don't get them in properly, they're going to stick out even more. And then they're not going to be quite as flushed with the APC, because the APC is really flushed in. Alright, let's wrap up these last two real quick. Alright guys, here it is. What a great look. So now, suspension still works. Now we're really ready to put this APC on. Like I said, I've never done this, so I can obviously see there's one area there. Oh, this already looks... Let's look at that. It's not even on yet. Oh my god. Alright, let's see how easy it is to snap on, considering I have a camera in front of me. Oh, something snapped. Oh, it's on now. Oh, yeah. Oh, that looks good. Let's take a quick picture and send it to my buddy. Yeah. Now, like I said, technically speaking, you could put on your factory doors, factory roof, and you're done. You have the APC portion, but I really wanted to go for that extra look. Let's go ahead. I want to complete this look. So this should be pretty easy right here. It's pretty self-explanatory to me. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead. Oh, it's so big now. Get the other one on. Yes. Okay. Front windshield, which this should be easy enough. Kinda wish I did this before I added on my APC, but I can't myself. Now I'm gonna put this on. Oh yeah, we are looking savage. Alright. Let's see how this... I mean, assuming it's something along these lines. It is the impressive thing, like I said, guys, about Gridiron. Like, I never really looked anything up. I just kind of figured it out. It's pretty, like, the engineering is always so... yeah. Will you just look at it?
Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, well...
Would you look at that?
Yeah, there's a...
Alright, let's get on the other door. Super easy, by the way. I haven't figured it out. You open up the door. There's two pieces here that literally clip into the footsteps. So, like, just the engineering of these guys is just, it's really, really cool. Alright, I'll go ahead and get this in real quick. Boom, bada boom. Make sure. Get this one there all the way. Okay, that door was in. Okay, there we go. There we go. Man, oh man. Yeah, that looks good. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get ready to wrap up the video. So, as you can see, you know, this is the normal stinger right here you get right from Hasbro. And just with a swipe of a credit card, Gridirons can make your stinger look just like this right here. And as you can see, it has a lot of different abilities, in the sense a lot of different things you could do. You could definitely put some troopers in the back. You can open up doors. You can have your guys hanging out. Just, there's a lot of possibilities that I'm going to dive into at a later date. Maybe I'll do another video, maybe I won't. But there's a lot of options with this, and it just gives this thing a whole different vibe and look. Obviously, if you're going for the pure G.I. Joe look, you know, just a regular plain Jane Stinger is the way to go. There are a few different hops-ons or things you could do, so definitely check out Gridiron Studios to maybe, you know, change up a slight look of it. But if you're going for a 180 look here, I mean, this is it. This thing just looks awesome. Now, I briefly discussed fit and finish. I do feel like it's not quite where it was from previous products that I've ordered. I think I would contribute that to like just their overall demand. I feel like they have just skyrocketed in demand. I know they have like a 5 or 6 week waiting period. Me personally, I am like the opposite of the average collector. I don't mind waiting. I don't care. It's a whole other thing. My friends could dive into that. That could be a whole video in itself. But it is pretty badass. Let's go ahead and discuss pricing real quick, and we can kind of dive into that as well. So the actual APC thing itself that hooks onto the back is 90 bucks. So that in itself, after shipping, is actually the price of the Stinger. So it is expensive. So let's talk about why things are expensive. So this is not Hasbro. I don't think Gridiron Studios is gouging us either. I think this is just a matter of a small company doing 3D printing that, you know, that offers you a premium product as far as paint's concerned. As like everything looks used, it just, everything looks really, really good. You have to understand you're paying a premium because they're not a bigger company. I'm hoping if they continue with their success, that they do get bigger and able to offer a product at a cheaper price point. So that is just my 2 cents. And some people don't want to put, don't want to modify something that requires more money than the product itself. I get that, I respect that. But some of us, this is just a hobby. It's a fun hobby. We want to see what we can do to take it to the next level, and that's what Gridiron Studios offers us. So, now, that isn't the end of it though, because that's just the one big piece as far as APC is concerned. I went ahead and I added those doors. So those doors that come with the, well, it's really a package, so they call it the CYCLOPS package, which includes the doors, the windshield. That comes in another $45. So once again, that is this piece, and this piece, 45 bucks on top of that, which gives you the overall look that we see right now. Now, I did order the other piece that goes on top of here. It's a really, really cool, it is their command turret roof pack up here that I'm waiting to come in, so I can add another guy up here. So I'm all about carrying guys. Like, I definitely want to be able to carry people, carry troops. I mean, that's my like way of displaying figures. That's how I get my enjoyment out of my G.I. Joes anyway. So it is pricey. If you don't want to spend that kind of money, or it just seems more than you're willing or wanting to spend, I get that. No worries there. I think it's a fair argument to make. But if you want something that's going to be really one-off, that is the way to go. I mean, these things do look awesome. Even though I mentioned some of the fit and finish issues, you know, once again, like this piece is a great example where when I flipped it around, it just didn't look the best. I was surprised to see that as a Gridiron item, but once again, it's not stopping me from A, recommending it, and B, continuing ordering from them. I'm a big supporter, big fan. I really like what they're doing with the G.I. Joe Classified line. I like what in the direction they're going. I think the engineering's great. I think the way things just, like I said, I didn't look up any of this. I kind of showing you guys, but most of this time when you order something from them, it's a pretty easy way just to snap it all in. I think we covered most of the bases here. We kind of showed you a quick unboxing, quick install, kind of ups and downs, the price points. But comment below, tell me what you think of this bad boy. Do you want to see more videos of this? Did you order anything from Gridiron Studios? I love to correspond with everyone, so make sure you comment below. And if you made it this far into my video, by all means, please hit the like button. Jesus, come on, let's do it right now. Real quick, hit it, go ahead. Now you hit the like button, you should consider subscribing. I have a lot of more content coming, including some content on the Batmobile that you may or might not be able to see behind these vehicles, as well as other G.I. Joe content. So, you know, stay tuned for the next exciting video, guys. I will see you next time. Have a good one. Peace.